everyone, I am Erman, the leader of Mintal Group, and today I am going to discuss to you, especially to my group mates, the overview of the game Badminton, its rules, and how to score to win a point. So without further ado, let's start. So I guess you are all familiar with this game since we are used to play this game, especially when we were still kids, for recreation and pastime, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, but just a quick refresher, badminton is a recreational and competitive game played in singles or two opposing players and doubles or two opposing pairs formats. The aim of this game, as we all know, is to win points by hitting a shuttlecock across the net and into the opponent's court, forcing your opponent to make an error and be unable to return the shuttlecock back through the use of tactical strategies. The lightness of the racket and the shape of the shuttlecock means that badminton is a very fast game requiring good reactions and speed around the court. So I have just gave you an overview of the game. Now we might question, how do we score in this game and win a point? Well, a point is scored when you successfully hit the shuttlecock over the net and land it in your opponent's court before they hit it. A point can also be gained when your opponent hits the shuttlecock into either the net or outside of the parameters. Now, if your opponent, however, manages to return the shuttlecock to you, then what we call rally occurs. And if you win this rally, for instance, you forced your opponent to hit the shuttlecock out or into the net, then that's when you win a point. To win a single set of this game, you must reach 15 points before your opponent. Note that if the scores are tied at 14 and 14, then it comes down to whichever player manages to get 2 clear points ahead. So usually winning the overall game will require us to win 2 out of 3 sets. But in our case, we are only required to win a single set, and that one player will be winner over his or her opponent. Now, to make the game successful, we should be aware of the rules and regulations of this game. First, a badminton match can be played by either 2 opposing players or what we call singles and 4 opposing players or what we call doubles. Second, a competitive match must be played indoors utilizing the official court dimensions. Number 3, a point is scored when the shuttlecock lands inside the opponent's court, or if a return shuttlecock hits the net or lands outside of the court, the player will lose the point. Number 4, a legal serve must be hit diagonally over the net and across the court. It must be hit underarm and below the server's waist height like this. Number 5, the shuttlecock is not allowed to bounce. After a point is won, the players will move to the opposite serving stations for the next point. Number 6, the rules do not allow second serves. So if your first serve goes out, then your opponent wins the point. Number 7, if a player touches the net with any part of their body or even the racket, then it is deemed as fault and their opponent receives the point. Lastly, number 8, a fault also called if a player deliberately distracts their opponent, the shuttlecock is caught in the racket then flung, and the shuttlecock is hit twice or if the player continues to infract with the loss of badminton. So now that I have given and demonstrated to you the essentials of this game, I hope that you will make use of the learnings you have gained, and especially when playing this game. Only by knowing the rules and regulation of this game can you play it successfully. So I guess that would be all. Thank you everyone for listening.